Hey, sugar britches. Another check in with my masculines, since apparently you are my primary demographic. I don't know why, um, but whatever. I guess that's why I pull in masculine energy when I'm reading for it. So we're just going to go with it, baby. You guys are handsome and adorable, and I like it. So thanks and stay around. All right. So, continuing on with yesterday, where there's a lot of transformation happening, a lot of internal growth that's going on. We started out with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Sun reversed, bloop, and the Moon upright. I did think it was interesting that we had the Sun and the Moon out here, which I thought was fascinating. Um, but the sense that I got from that Queen of Swords in reverse is I don't know why. So like in the top it says independence. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I got the sense of being like crowded around. But with the sun in reverse, like this, the sun is kind of like this warm, happy feeling. And so in reverse, I feel this sense of like being crowded around where you can't be yourself, you can't speak your truth. Because once again, we have this sword here. You have to kind of put on a facade, like a shallow facade, and it feels pretty shitty. It doesn't feel very good because you can't be yourself. But there's the sense of the moon, which is a lack of clarity. Like a moon is usually kind of like things hidden. And so I feel this sense of just like, you feel kind of like this emptiness and you're like, where the fuck is this going? Like, I don't even know where I'm headed at this point. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Um, but just hang tight a second because there's some good things. So next came out was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, unfortunately. But I think I don't read this as that you're not going anywhere because it's clarified by the Six of Cups, which is kind of like nostalgia, and the Prince of Discs, which, like, look at this dude. He is not moving fast. He is weighed down by a lot of armor. Um, but he is moving. He is going, but it's slow and steady. And it's the kind of journey that you're on it so long, you can't even remember that you're on it. And so I get this feeling like, with the nostalgia card and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like it's this concept that like you are moving, but you keep looking back at all the things that have been weighing you down this whole time, and it just feels like you're going nowhere. Um, and so there was a song because I actually pulled these cards at a bar that I was at earlier today, and I'll put the picture at the end so you can see the layout. But the song that was playing while it was going on was "This Is How You Remind Me" by Nickelback. Don't come at me. It's not a great song, but the lyrics were spot on for what this combination feels like to me. Um, uh, Before having you, I had a heart worth breaking. I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. Um, these 5 words in my head, are we having fun yet? Like that's kind of what this feels like. Like moving on, it's like, are we having fun yet? No, you're not. But you are moving. You are moving on. You are growing. Um, the next round that came out was, let's see, the Eight of Discs. That one, yeah, 7 of Discs reversed, and the 4 of Cups. So as you can see here with the Eight of Discs kind of implies this like, once again, that slow and steady feel, like lots of moon cycles. It's moving on. It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of committing yourself day in and day out. And as we talked about in some prior readings, like part of what you're combating is this sensationalism that you've gone after for so long, where it's like you're looking for these um, like adrenaline rushes or dopamine hits. Like we've got things around addiction where it's like you're whatever it is that you're using, whether it's a phone, whether it's pharmaceuticals, whether it's other people's bodies or other people's nervous systems, you're soothing yourself in a way that is avoidant of reality rather than confronting of it. And so with the Seven of Discs and the Four of Cups upright, so the Four of Cups in the traditional tarot, that's the one where there's three sitting there and then there's one that's being held out by the universe, but the dude that's sitting there doesn't see it. And so this persistence card, this Seven of Discs in reverse, which is very similar to the Eight of Discs, it's like the precursor to it. What the universe is trying to tell you is that they are handing you a gift. They are handing you a learning opportunity. If you want to learn patience, it doesn't just happen. The universe or God gives you an opportunity to be patient. If you want to learn how to be a person of high moral character, then you have to do that day in and day out, even when it's not fun. And eventually it becomes easier. We've all learned how to do something for the first time, like riding a bike or whatever it is. And at first, it's just really difficult. And then eventually, it's easier. It just becomes rote memorization. And as you do that, other things start to enter your life, other things that are more fun, other things that are more gratifying. And so the final tarot cards that came out was the Nine of Discs, which I don't know if you can see, but on the bottom there it says, ooh, culmination. Culmination, dude. Like, you are moving towards Nine of Discs. And what was in reverse, to clarify, was the King of Wands in reverse. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to move this King of Wands into the upright position. Because remember, in our last reading, we talked about that part of what is going on and part of what has caused you strife is perpetuating sort of like this player energy, perpetuating this like false bravado, rather than true leadership, rather than true passion. You've been demonstrating passion towards things that don't actually fill your cup. Sorry, my cat is like right next to me and he's asking for my attention. But things that don't actually fill your cup. So like I said, scrolling a phone, or just using other people's bodies, or at the very least the ones that are healthy for you, the ones that do fill your cup, there's not enough of them. Like, you probably hit the gym, but like that can't be your only thing that you do that's like healthy for you. There's got to be other things that you do. Go to the library, volunteer somewhere, participate in conversations with people you don't know. There's lots of things that you can do that will fill your cup, but you're just having a hard time finding them, because once again, the universe is giving you opportunities. There's this fourth cup here that the universe is trying to give you. It's trying to teach you how to see the beauty that exists in your life without exacerbating it in a way that becomes a toxic pattern, in a way that scares away the person of your dreams, because you don't know how to hold on to something good in your life without sabotaging it, because those are the habits that we have to relearn. So I asked for some clarifying cards. The first ones that came out was the Dragon's Duel, which says inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. And then the Arrow Master, which is like hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. I take this to mean that like this is what it is. This is where it's at. See these two dragons that are fighting and their tails are kind of intertwined? That's what's happening right now. You have an inner conflict that's going on. The outside world looks like this for you. Everybody just sees somebody who is coated in armor. They're not letting anybody in, and they're moving slowly away from them. But on the inside, a whole ton of shit is going on. You are reforming yourself from the ground up. You have two dragons inside of you, and you are trying to figure out how to feed the one that you actually want to grow into. What's exciting about that, and what the universe has been trying to tell you with that fourth cup, is the winged wise ones. They have a miracle coming your way. And that's confirmation with this. The Lady of Lightning surprises, something of a shock, a total paradigm shift. But the winged one says, angelic help, miraculous aid. Your guides are with you right now. You are protected. The reason this is happening is because the universe has something that you need to do. If you're an important instrument of human history, you don't get to stay on that path anymore. You have something that you need to do for the greater good. You don't get to indulge in that selfishness anymore. We need you. We need you to be our hero. And this is, and the universe is intervening for your Phoenix period. Clarified by the Sisters of Season, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order, resurrection, and surrender to change. You need to grow. The universe is forcing it. And you're on the right path, my friend. Well done. Keep going.